In last week's video, I had a surprisingly great flight from Presidio to El Paso. No big canyons, but still plenty of awesome flying. In this video, I look for a place to land in the middle of the desert just for fun. Not in Mexico. In my low-performance trainer, am I just asking for trouble? I had a little bit of time in the evening to walk around near the hotel in El Paso and found this interesting church. The moon was just a cherry on top of a pleasant scene. In the overwhelming majority of FBOs I've visited, the folks have been super cool. This guy volunteered out of the blue to take me over and show me NASA's Super Guppy. Aerospace Lines was an American aircraft manufacturer in the 1960s which became well known for converting Boeing 377 Stratocruisers into various flavors of what they call Guppies, cargo planes for hauling big-ass objects. The first one was the Pregnant Guppy, followed by 5 Super Guppies, and finally 2 Mini Guppies. If you want to see a Guppy up close, there's a Mini Guppy at the Tillamook Air Museum in Oregon, and a few Super Guppies at various airports around the world. As I said, this one's a Super Guppy. Its fuselage was stretched and completely blown out in diameter, its wing and tail surfaces were modified, and propulsion was upgraded to turboprops. The original engines were the monstrous Pratt & Whitney R4360 Wasps. That's not a surprise if you're aware that the Boeing 377 Stratocruiser was a descendant of the C-97 Stratofreighter, which itself was derived from the B-29. The Super Guppy is the only airplane ever to have carried the third stage of the gargantuan Saturn V rocket, the S-4B, which it did several times. Max payload is around 55,000 pounds, cruise speed is 220 knots, range is just over 1,700 nautical miles, and service ceiling is 25,000 feet.
El Paso International Airport ATIS information Zulu, 135 Zulu. Wind 160 at 6. Visibility 10. Sky clear below 2000. Temperature 2.7. Altimeter 3006. Expect visual approach runway 22. 26 left. Departing runways 22. 26 left. RNP approach is available on request. Notices to airmen. Taxiway mic closed between Taxiway Golf and Taxiway Lima. Taxiway Lima closed between Taxiway Uniform and Taxiway Whiskey. Advise on initial contact. You have information Zulu.
Ground Envoy 3801's ready to taxi with Zulu.
Envoy 3801, you're set up for 22 or 26?
22, Envoy 3801.
Envoy 3801, runway 22 at Kilo 1, taxi via Juliet, hold short of runway 8 right approach.
Alright, runway 22 at Kilo 1, Juliet, short of 8 right approach, Envoy 3801. Someone 121.9. Towers 118.3.
Envoy 3801, cross runway 8 right approach, continue taxiing Juliet to Kilo 1.
Cross runway 8 right approach and Juliet to Kilo 1, Envoy 3801. And trim's good. Alright. All the lights are on. Got landing lights, but I'm not worried at the moment because it's broad daylight. El Paso ground, Luscombe 1813 Kilo at Atlantic, ready to taxi with Zulu.
Welcome 1813 Kilo El Paso ground. Are you going out VFR?
Yes, sir, and I'll be departing the area to the west.
Are you going south of the mountains or north through Anthony Gap?
I was thinking I might fly up the east side of them and then back around and continue west along the border after that.
Roger, taking from you on a northbound departure up to the gap and then back behind the mountains.
I think that sounds right, yeah.
Welcome 1813 Kilo, Roger. What's your request altitude?
I'll be staying pretty low, probably within a couple thousand AGL.
Welcome 13 Kilo, Roger, standby. Welcome 13 Kilo, departure frequency is 119.15, squawk is 0442.
Departure frequency 119.150442.
Welcome 13 Kilo, readback is correct. You ready to taxi?
Yep, ready to taxi.
Welcome 13 Kilo, runway 26 left, taxi via uniform.
Luscombe 13 Kilo, 26 left via uniform. Alright, so...
Welcome 13 Kilo, verify you have Zulu.
Affirmative. Okay, there's uniform right there. Two six left. Uniform, boy, this can all be confusing. But uniform, and I know 26 is the way I came in yesterday. That's coming this way, so I need to go to that end. And this is uniform. Okay. And this is closed, obviously, so I'm not going to worry about that. Okay, uniform. Two six left. Let me do a quick... So I guess I'm at 26 left. So let's see here. 11. I need to switch to tower first, and then 119.15 is. Let's look at the airport diagram. Well, that doesn't tell me exactly where I am. El Paso ground, Luscombe 1813 Kilo, holding short at 26 left. The taxiway looked like it was closed there. Am I going to be back taxiing here or what?
Welcome 13 Kilo, affirmative, expect back taxi from tower if you need it, and you can contact tower when ready.
Sounds good, thanks a lot, 13 Kilo.
About 100 feet south, heading north 422.
Roger.
And 118.3. El Paso Tower, Luscombe 1813 Kilo, holding short at 26 left, ready for a westbound departure.
Luscombe 1813 Kilo, El Paso Tower, can accept the 26 left intersection departure from uniform, 3,400 feet available.
3,400 from this point?
3,400 from that point going for 26 left.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Alaska 1813 Kilo, Roger, runway 26 left, left for takeoff and departure, far runway heading, I'll call you right turnout. And use caution, there's a coyote north of the departure end.
Alaska 1813 Kilo, cleared for takeoff, 26 left. Alright, that's good, oil pressure is good, oil temperature's coming up. So no back taxi, which is great.
El Paso Tower Ops 12, myself and the Coyote off all movement areas north of runway 22 towards the perimeter fence.
Today's flight will be the first leg along the U.S. Mexico border that's not along the Rio Grande. I start by flying up and around Franklin Mountains State Park, then past Mount Cristo Rey, then along a line. That's different. There's always something new to view out the window, though, so let's see what's out there and if I can find a place to land my Luscombe in the middle of the desert. Not in Mexico.
Alaska 13 Kilo, contact departure 119.15, good day.
Alaska 13 Kilo, thanks for your help.
Hello, departure envoy 380153, climbing via the Latvia.
Envoy 3801, I'll pass the departure, radar contact. So 1813 Kilo, pass the departure.
Affirmative, 13 Kilo.
No, 13 Kilo, radar contact, altitude leaving.
I'm at 5,200. Although I didn't set my altimeter, which is a mistake. Pressure altitude says 4,800, but it's warmer than 59 degrees. So yeah, I guess he just asked me if I was on the departure frequency yet. See, I'm right on the edge of the Class Charlie airspace. Yeah, those other planes that I saw there, I think they were way up. So yeah, I'm out of the Charlie now because I'm headed slightly west, and I was just on the edge before anyway. So.
Envoy 3801, contact Albuquerque Center 120.907, good day.
2097, good day, Envoy 3801.
Oh, pressure's good, all temperature's good. Yeah, I should have set my altimeter. That was...
30546, offense departure, radar contact, altimeter 30099. What the intention is after the VFR quarter?
Mistake.
546, say intentions again? 546, are you inbound El Paso or are you departing to the west or east? Victor Alpha Juliet, Victor Charlie El Paso, approach, radar contact as reported. Turn right heading 020, descend and maintain 900,000. Victor visual approach, runway 26 left.
Oh, there's a nice little mountain range. Alright, now I'm definitely headed directly away from the Class Charlie, so I expect they're going to tell me to get lost here shortly. $2350 or so. Oil pressure's good, oil temperature's good.
Victor Alpha Juliet, Victor Charlie, maintain 8,000.
Woohoo! Little trail along there. That'd be nice to get out here for some hiking, for sure. Nice views. Sweet. Yeah, this is perfect. Glad I waited. Although I kind of wish I'd gotten away an hour earlier this morning. That's okay. See, I don't even know if I can hear him anymore, because even that last transmission was a little scratchy.
Extra Alpha Juliet, Victor Charlie, cleared visual approach, runway 26 left, contact tower.
I wonder if that's is it Mount Ray? I don't know. Is that like a visitor center? Is this a park or something? State park maybe? Maybe. Bunch of antennas on top of that one there. Sunland Park Racetrack. What town is that? Right there. Maybe this is still part of El Paso. There was some spillover to the northwest. That guy on a bicycle there. Oh, is that other half of the highway closed, maybe?
30546 negative. All restricted areas are active.
That's Canotillo. Over there. I'm guessing that's Mount Ray. And if it's just 1,000 feet from the border, I may just stay on this side of it. Yep, oil temperature's coming up again. Well, there's a nice neighborhood here, really nice. Lots and lots of trees, grass. So I bet that's the mountain there. So, well, that's a mansion. Ooh, a lot of nice houses there, actually. Wow. Really, oh, holy cow, that's a mansion. Yeah, that's gotta be it. That's it right there. Cool. So, I think I'm gonna try to squeeze between that and the border. Yep, I see the border fence. So this is cool. Yeah, I was gonna hike up this, or it'd be something to do if you're gonna be here a couple days early in the morning. It looks like downtown right there. So I see some border fence right there. Goes halfway up the mountain, it looks like.
That's a 546. Proceed on course, remain south of the restricted area.
Yeah, there's the border fence. So I'm definitely north of it. Border Patrol parked right there.
That's a 546, approved as requested.
All right, I'm out of here. So the winds seem pretty calm here. I'm at 2,486 knots over the ground. That's telling me there's not much wind. Maybe a little left crosswind. All right, goodbye El Paso. More Border Patrol there.
That's a 546, roger.
That's interesting. The Border Patrol, they're always dragging a tire. Not always. Dragging a tire or multi. Oh, looks like it's dragging 5 tires. Just to keep. Oh, I remember. That's what it is. They keep things smooth. That way, if there's footprints, they'll stand out. No, they haven't told me I can change frequencies yet. when I'm way outside the Charlie. Yeah, so we'll see what they tell me. They might get back to me sometime. If not, eventually I'll just disappear. Well, pressure good oil temperature is actually real nice. I'm at 2350, cruising along at, what would that be? 92 miles an hour, I think. Oh, that guy's hauling a windmill blade. That's gigantic. I think El Paso departure forgot all about me. That's interesting. Just some concrete there. Almost looks like an airport, but not. So the place where I was thinking about landing is before the border turns south. Maybe right where that says settlement, I don't know. Yeah, Doug, this is 122.8. I'm not hearing anything anymore. They might have even already said that I could change frequencies. So I'm way...
Departure Jetlag 602 is 51, climbing 17,000.
Link 602, pass for departure, radar contact.
Nope, I still hear him.
Less than 13 kilo, radar service is terminated, squawk VFR, frequency change approved.
Alaska 13 Kilo, thanks for your help, see ya. And I'm like, well, actually I guess I'm not that far away, I guess I'm about 20 miles away. Alright, that makes sense, I guess. Yeah. I bet that's just some farmer driving along. He's got a pickup and towing a trailer. I think so. It's not Border Patrol. Maybe a horse trailer. Yeah, about 20 miles away. Boom. There's some vehicle down there, I think. And some house over there in Mexico. Weird. 2 cars there. Kind of funny. Could be farmers or something, I don't know. Yeah, we are way in the middle of nowhere. Oh, this is funny. Is there like a little gap in the fence right here? There's a tiny little gap in the fence. Huh. Like with some little memorial there maybe or something? Kind of weird. Something up here. Windmill, a fence, pond. Oh, and a bunch of the anti-vehicle things they put up there for the fence. And a couple pickups. And someone's, oh, a couple umbrellas. Yep, didn't get a wave. Didn't look like Border Patrol, but not sure who they were. Oh, we got some gaps in the fence up here. Kind of weird. If the fence goes on for 100 miles here, why would there be a couple tiny little gaps in it? I don't know. Seems strange. Oh, there's some vehicles there. Maybe they're working on it. I don't know. There's a tiny little gap. And there's a bigger gap. Another tiny little gap. And some vehicles. And the main highway is right here. Like a mile away, so this would be relatively easy access. Yeah, there's some anti-vehicle barriers here. Next to the anti-personnel wall. Or fence, there's a cement truck. Oh, yep, I can see they're adding some fence there. But yeah, I have no idea. I don't know, I guess people could drive across the desert to cross here. You certainly couldn't do it on foot. I mean, it's looks like 50 miles or more of nothing. And a couple gaps here. Some machines and maybe wall sections there piled up. And maybe some little memorial there again. And maybe sort of a construction home base here. And a vehicle zipping down the road there. Yeah, big piles of maybe wall sections here. Yeah, it's just a pickup, not Border Patrol. Doesn't have the Border Patrol stripe. Yeah, it's funny that there's just these little gaps here and there. I'm not exactly sure what that's all about. Seems kind of odd though. Well, pressure good, oil temperature's good. We're about 2350 or so, 2330, 2320. Yeah, we got the highway right there. Right now, that would be the place to land, if I had to. Little gap there, big gap there. So it's interesting, they've got these little gaps in between the anti-personnel fence with little anti-vehicle barriers. So I don't understand that. Because if you wanted to walk around this wall, you just walk to this little gap right here. I'm not sure how they decide what to put where. got a big chunk here that's just anti-vehicle. You got some people down there, got some activity going on. Not a lot of activity. Looks like a town over there, but I'm not sure what it is. Oh, we got a bunch of dust up ahead here. So some work along the wall. Oh, it's just a single truck that's causing all the dust. One truck driving that away. Is that a cement mixer? Yeah, cement mixer. Heading east. Back to where those guys were digging the ditch, I guess. Probably gonna do a pour. And a single silver vehicle down there. Yeah, there's a town up here, but I don't know what it is. Huh. Oh, Puerto Palomas on the Mexican side, but the VFR chart doesn't have anything there on the American side. It's got Columbus north of where we are here, and I guess there's a border crossing there, but it doesn't show a town on the American side. So Puerto Palomas on the Mexican side of town down there.
For traffic, 770 Victor Foxtrot is 36 miles to the northeast, inbound for right base, runway 26 after.
And that must be Columbus over there, but I don't know what's on the American side. Maybe just the infrastructure for the border crossing. Another cement mixer coming, it looks like. Yep, another cement mixer. Yeah, Puerto Palomas. Yeah, it's a good sized town, looks like. Yeah, and on the American side, maybe just infrastructure. Honestly, some of this looks just about smooth enough for me to land on. Could be fun. Or a catastrophe. Yeah, so what's on the right side here must just be some border crossing infrastructure. It's kind of a funny little chunk of wall they filled in there with some little miniature pieces of fencing. Got a cement mixer and maybe some people doing some work up here near this nearer the town, right at the edge of town. Cement mixer. I don't know if he's just starting a voyage, maybe way down where I was. Could be. Yep, here's border crossing. Oh, I'm getting a wireless network on the ground, I think. Some other wireless network, a couple of them. But not my own wingtip camera. Oh, there's the cement mixing yard right there. The cement mixing facility. I don't see any big factories here. Ooh, there's a giant Mexican flag in the distance there. Almost looks like a dirt runway there. And actually, it's a nice smooth road. I could probably land there. Bunch of cows. I'm seeing lots of houses with no roofs on them on this trip. They're like concrete walls, and the roof burned away or just eroded away or something like that. All right, I lost those other networks now. Yeah, a little water tower for the town. That's kind of weird, this offset little wall there. Oh, it's offset because they're working on the main one, I guess. Oh, there's Border Patrol. A fair amount of activity here. Yeah, this is weird how it's got all these little gaps in it with the anti-car barrier in between the anti-personnel barriers. I don't get that. And now we got bigger gaps up here. Yeah, that's funny, look at that. We got airplanes flying to the Columbus VOR. That's interesting. I guess to me it's old school, but probably a lot of pilots still do it. Oh, you got some big green fields up here. And some dust. I don't know if that's someone on the road. And I don't know what this, all this white stuff is over here. Some buildings and tanks, and I can't really tell what the white stuff is from here. Got some green fields here. Let's go take a look. I got some hay bales right there. Yeah, what is all this? We got some water in some of them. Some of them are dry. Huh, I don't know. Some, looks like water wheels or something. Huh. That's interesting. Yeah, let me do a circle around those water wheels. Kind of fun. There we go. Now I can see them. I think I'm getting a good shot there. Don't want to get too slow there. Huh. Interesting. I have no idea. But most of these are empty. But most of them are dry. I don't know. Interesting. So yeah, here's the border wall. Well, not really border wall, but here's the border. Birds up there. So here's the border. So right here it's just anti-vehicle. But then up here it's anti-personnel. So yeah, that's sort of interesting. I wonder how they decide when to use the anti-vehicle and when to use the anti-person. Yep, this says settlement. When if I were going to land, it's a nice spot right there. I wonder if this is the place that I saw. But the place I thought I saw, I didn't think it had a fence there. Huh. Yeah, that is like total Podunkville.
During flight planning, I found a small town across the border in Mexico. I wanted to land nearby and get some drone footage of what almost looked like a ghost town. I also thought it might be nice to have a chat with Border Patrol if there were any nearby. Unfortunately, I didn't find a good spot to set down.
Yeah, this just says settlement on the chart. Oh, the road curves around here, I see. There's a couple layers of hills here. Yeah, those fence posts, I'm a little uncomfortable with those. They're probably above the wings. I mean below the wings. Yeah, and there's a tree there. Yeah, I'm a little uncomfortable with some of the bushes and maybe the height of those bushes. There's a tree here and there. Yeah, so it's not quite the clearance I'd like to see. For my wingtips, that's all.
Although I'd like another shot at landing along this road, I chickened out on this trip. Better safe than sorry, and I just didn't quite feel up to it. The Luscombe is a trainer. It's nowhere near as capable as a modern, tricked-out backcountry plane, and I'd never landed anywhere besides an airport, so I was trying to be careful.
There's a big old staging area here.
Pacific traffic, 830 helicopter 5 northwest, the inbound, crossing center both runways for southbound.
I could probably land right there. Yeah, that's a big staging area there. Concrete mixing plant right there. Lots of steel for these anti-personnel walls. Yeah, there's maybe a few bumps out there. I don't feel quite good enough about it. There's some bushes that maybe are a little bigger than I want to run over, and I'm not sure it's got quite enough distance that I'm happy with for a takeoff. So I think I'll pass on that one. But who knows? Let's see. Maybe there's other spots out here that are good. I don't know. Or not. Nah, this is it's not dirt, it's brush. So, yeah, never mind. Alright, let's continue. Yeah, and here too, I saw this one. And yeah, just not just dirt. Yeah, there's a good spot of dirt, but still maybe not as much as I'd like. Someone's got a nice little homestead here. Alright, I've added power, and I'm going to climb a little bit. We've got some hills up here that we need to get over. Oil pressure's good, oil temperature's good. Oh, that road's not quite good enough to land on, I don't think. I'd be getting a little updraft here. Okay, now the border is just like a little dirt trail, I think, and we're about to hang a left. And there's a corner marker, I think. Those little markers we're seeing at the top of some of these hills, which I think is just a border marker, probably. That is the corner. So yeah, this is New Mexico, and then it turns south here. The border does. So that's the border. Now we'll go south for a little bit. Looks like we got a rancher here with his horse trailer. I'll fly south for a little ways. So yeah, the compass says due south. Well, it's moving around a little bit, as always. Yeah, and I see the line there. Yeah, there's a marker. And basically a trail right along the border there, and a fence. Huh. So now that's Mexico to the west, or to the east, and to the west is New Mexico. Ooh, lots of farmland up ahead.
I found a few other potential landing spots, but still decided against them. I finally located a spot that I felt comfortable trying. I came in a little fast and landed long, but pulled it off. It is not in Mexico.
That's kind of fun. So, now, there's only one question. Can I take off? But I'm gonna get out first and take a break. And I'll start on the other tank, for sure. It's a little rough here because of the cracked surface. Yeah, I'll get the tail off as quickly as I can because of all this kind of a rough surface that I'm discovering now. Once the tail's off, I won't be worried. take a quick break before I get out of here.
So I did something I've never done before, which is happening pretty frequently on this trip. I landed out in the middle of nowhere, just on the desert ground. I was pretty careful about it. Did some low passes and touched down just to see if it was firm or not. So I had a pretty good speed, just touched down for probably half a second, hit the gas, took off again, and I could tell it was pretty firm. It's a dry, cracked lake bed. Well, not a lake bed maybe, but there could have been water here before, because it is dry and cracked, like you might have seen in Death Valley or something. And I'm going to add some oil, and just taking a quick break, and hopefully there's enough ground for me to take off. I don't really have much of a choice, so we'll give it a try shortly. Anyway, it's completely quiet here. Very, very nice. It's getting a little bit warm. I'm about half fuel now, so that'll help a little bit. I won't be as heavy as I am when I start at the beginning of the day. So, it's really nice. We will... I actually got a tailwind this way, but I got a fence right here. So, I'll probably take off that way, because I don't want to have to worry about this fence. All right. Come back next week when I try to take off from a cramped, dry lake bed in the middle of the desert. Will I clear the scrub brush at the edge? It's not at all certain.